In this video, I am going to explain about global and local allocation. I'll explain this concept with the help of an example. Let us assume that this is the CPU, this is the primary memory, and this is the secondary memory. And I have three processes A, B, C. But I cannot store entire process in one page. So process A is divided into three parts, A1, A2, A3. B is divided into three parts, B1, B2, B3. And C is divided into three parts, C1, C2, C3. And all these parts, all these processes are stored in the secondary memory permanently. Now let us assume that CPU wants to execute A, B, C processes. In order to execute these processes, first it should access the data, then only it can execute the data. But here if you observe, CPU cannot access the data from the secondary memory directly. So first this data should be brought from secondary memory to the primary memory. So moving the programs from secondary memory to the primary memory is the responsibility of the operating system. So now operating system should bring the program from secondary memory to the primary memory. Let us assume that CPU has requested for A1 first, then it has requested for A2. So here if you observe, entire primary memory is free initially. So page number A1 is not available here. So there is a page fault. Okay. So when there is a page fault, that means A1 is not available in the primary memory. So we will allocate memory space for A1. Then it is requested for A2, A3. Then it is requested for, let us assume that B1, B2, B3. Then it is requested for C1, C2, C3. Then A2, A3. These pages are brought to the primary memory. So then B1, B2, B3, then C1, C2 and C3. So these parts are brought to the primary memory. Now CPU can access the data and can execute the data because it can directly access the data from this primary memory. So it can access the data and it can execute the data. Let us assume that after some time CPU made a request for A4. If you observe, A4 is not available in the primary memory, right? So A4 is not available in the primary memory, so we can call it as a page fault. Okay, when there is a page fault, we should bring this page into the primary memory, right? We should bring this page into the primary memory. But there is no free space in the primary memory, right? That means we should deallocate memory space of one of these frames. Then we can allocate memory space for A4, right? So here if you observe, among 9 frames, 3 frames are allocated for A and 3 frames are allocated for B and 3 frames are allocated for C. Now, in order to choose one victim frame, we can choose the frame from process A, or we can choose the frame from process B, or we can choose the frames of process C. Okay, that means we have a page fault. A4 is not available. Now we have to deallocate one of the frame, right? So in order to deallocate one of the frame, that means in order to choose one victim frame, we can choose the victim frame from process A frames. These are 3 are allocated for process A, 3 are allocated for process B and 3 are allocated for process C. Okay, so we can choose the victim frame from process A or we can choose the victim frame from process B and process C. Okay, so if we choose the victim frame from process A, then it is called the local allocation. If we choose the victim frame from B or C, then it is called global allocation. Because here CPU has made a request for process A data. So if you deallocate memory space of process A data, then it is called local allocation. If we choose the victim frame from B process or C process, then it is called global allocation. Okay. So that is the difference between local and global allocation. Now we will see some points about global allocation. So while choosing the victim frame in global allocation, we can choose the frame of other process as the victim frame, right? Let us assume that here A is the high priority process and C is the low priority process. Okay, C is the low priority process and A is the high priority process. In this case, when there is a request for A process A data, then we can choose process C as the victim frame. We can choose the either C1 or C2 or C3 as the victim frame. Let us assume that I have chosen this one as the victim frame. Then memory allocated for C1 will be deallocated and A4 will be stored here. Let us assume that after some time CPU has requested for B4. Here we have B4, right? There is no free space, so we have to choose one victim frame. Here if you observe, C is the low priority frame, so I can deallocate this memory location and I can allocate memory space for 4. If you observe, the number of frames allocated for A and B are increasing and number of frames allocated for C is decreasing. Okay, that means here in the global allocation, page faults for low priority process will increase. Okay, page fault rate for the low priority process will be increased because number of frames allocated for C process C is decreasing, right? So page faults will obviously be increased. This is the problem with the global allocation. Now process C cannot control its own page fault and the number of frames allocated for low priority process will be decreased when there is a page request for other processes. Okay, so this is called global allocation. Now I will explain what is local allocation. So in the local allocation, let us take the same example. Now let us assume that CPU has requested for A1, A2, then it is requested for B1, B2, then it is requested for C1, C2. Okay, after some time CPU has requested for A3. Okay, now if you observe, 2 frames are allocated for A, 2 frames are allocated for B and 2 frames are allocated for C. Okay, so now when there is a request for A3, then this is the process A data, right? This is the process A data. Okay, so now we need to allocate memory space for this page, right? We need to allocate memory space for 3. So in order to allocate memory space for A3, we should, in the local allocation, we can choose A1 or A2 as the victim frame. That means we are selecting the victim frame of the same process. We are selecting a frame of the same process. Here request is made for process A data and we are deallocating the memory space for process A data only. So it is called local allocation. So let us assume that by using page replacement algorithm I have chosen A2 as the victim frame. Now memory allocated for A2 will be deallocated and memory will be allocated for A3. So now if you observe, the number of frames allocated for a process will not change. The number of frames allocated for a process will not change. Okay, so this is about local allocation.